Hi, how are you today? This is Justice Haga and Steve Matthews with the eSignature Home Team from Maximum One Realty. Today we are at a property that we wanted to show you. We have come through this property, and for about $5,000 or $6,000, we have just given it a whole facelift and a new marketability, and we were so excited about it we wanted to show you. One of the first things we want you to notice is this large tree stump right here in the front yard. There were two huge trees here that even from the road, you really couldn't see the home. You'll look up there on that tree, you'll see we had branches trimmed that were hanging over the house. On the house itself, we took the shutters, they were like a reddish orange color. We painted the shutters black. We painted the front door black to match and the two front door posts. And then one of our favorite tricks in the world, we got some long needle pine straw. And here in Georgia and the Atlanta area, this is a great product because it's inexpensive, but look how well it just kind of shows off the house and the shrubbery, and brought this thing to life. The other thing I'll note for you too, these gutters, because of those trees I was telling you about and the branches, they were so full, they actually had little trees growing out of them. I wanted to say Steve went and just picked some apples off one of them or something like this, but they were really overfull, overgrown, and we just did some real quick and simple ideas to kind of give this house a new facelift. Come on inside, we're gonna walk you through the main area and then upstairs as well.
Looks like you've cleaned the front porch off as well.
We did a lot of cleaning. You know, a lot of our work here was done in cleaning. I'm gonna take my shoes off as we go inside. The reason being, one of the factors that we've found really helps this house show well. We matched all the carpet. We put new carpet all the way around. I'll even leave the door open just so you can kind of get a feel and a view for it. When you come into this house, when we came in, there's wood floor here, one color of carpet here in this room, one color here, and another color upstairs. We went through and had our carpet guy replace the padding and the carpet all throughout the home. You'll see this beautiful color of paint, and now all the paint matches because as many different carpet colors that we had the same number of paint colors throughout the home. So here you're in this room now. The home has some flow as you kind of walk through. It has flow and feel. The colors are all the same, matching through as you come into the dining area here. We've got the blinds on the windows. You make your way into the kitchen. It's got a same theme throughout. All the cabinets painted the same color.
So basically, Justice, what you're saying is that if someone buys a home, they want to paint their kid's room pink, they want to paint their playroom orange. These aren't bad things, but for resale, it really does make a huge difference.
When you know, Steve, off camera, Steve, I'd like to answer that question. It's a good question. One of the things we notice is imagine yourself as a buyer. I think for sellers, this is one of the hardest things to do. They have lived in the home. It's become their home, and it's a great place. They love the pink room for their daughter, and they love this other color room for their entertainment area, and it's awesome. It has worked for them. But imagine yourself as a buyer coming into a home. You really have a whole different area of life where you're coming from. You might be in a different stage of life. You might be in a different culture. You might just be in a different time with your children or not children. So your home, the way you need the home to show is just kind of a nice and open canvas with a lot of good flow. And so if you're a seller, imagine yourself as a buyer and then just try to do these little things. So we're so excited to show you this. We'll walk on through this first room. And it's not that the way you have your home now is terrible. We just wanted it to be an open canvas, a blank slate for some buyers to come through. Feel the continuity that runs throughout. We painted this fireplace. It was the old original brick. We kind of gave it a dust over in white and brought this room to life and a lot more light. This room was very dark when we first got here. New paint, new carpet really brings this room to life. So we're going to take you upstairs here in a second and we'll get you going.
It almost feels like a new construction home now. Why is that?
One of the smart things we like to do is walk through some new construction homes. See what colors they're using on their paint. What color paint can do they have setting in the garage? What color gray is that again? That's what we've done in here. And with this home, we've kind of taken ideas from new construction, what's selling, what's popular. Even our white matches a new construction white. So we really try to be very thoughtful without going overboard, breaking the bank, spending too much. Just very wise and thoughtful where we spent money in this one.
So one thing that was interesting about this house is that it was not a first home resale or a second home resale. It has been resold a few times. And over the years, everybody adds their own little personal touch. So one thing that we noticed with this house is there was a lot of inconsistencies. Some of the light bulbs were the old light bulbs. Then they were upgraded to like CF bulbs. And then we went through and upgraded all of them to just LED bulbs. And it just really brightens the whole house up. Another thing that we did is we noticed the outlet covers. Yeah, I know, it sounds really silly, but every single outlet cover in the house was different. They had metal ones, they had ceramic ones, they had white, they had off-white. Just things like that just make the house feel like it breaks up the space, and you really don't want that. You want a house to just flow. Everything flows. So, like Justy showed you downstairs, did a ton of work with the paint and the carpet. We had wallpaper in some of the rooms. We had borders in some of the rooms. We had lots of different colors all over here. We just went through, and for a pretty inexpensive amount of money, we just went through, we replaced all the blinds, we replaced all the outlet covers, we put LED bulbs in all the lights. We made sure that all the registers for the HVAC systems were all consistent and clean. We changed the filters. Everybody loves their pets, and I'm not knocking pets by any means, but pets have an odor, whether you have a dog or a cat or a hamster, they have an odor. So there was a little bit of that in here as well, because they had a couple of cats. And who knows, the people before them may have had a dog. So just kind of going through and showing you, we did have a lot of outlets in here and stuff like that. A lot of those things aren't even used anymore because people have just internet at home. They don't have phone lines. So a lot of those, as many as we could, we covered up. We put blank covers on them because some of them were hanging out of the wall and stuff like that.
Hey Steve, do you have any simple tricks for bifold doors? We notice a lot of times we'll try to go open a door and they'll just fall off the hinges.
Bifold doors are just nemesis to everyone. We hate them. There are some simple things you can do. Make sure that these work at the top and the bottom. Make sure they're in the clips. Make sure that they're tightened in place. But to be 100% honest with you, if you have kids and they're getting open and closed and banged every day, they're going to come off the track. So just make sure everything's tight and make sure everything's in where it's supposed to be. But as you can see, nothing's ever perfect with these. You just hope they last. So again, just another simple room. We painted top to bottom. I think this room had wallpaper in it and some borders. Just had, different colors in here, just all over. So a lot of people ask us, should I paint the closets? What should we do with it? Just paint your closets solid white. Paint your walls solid color. Justice probably, let's see, how can I say this? Probably what bothers me the most about seeing homeowners paint their walls is they go into Home Depot and they say, hey, I'm painting my kitchen, or I'm painting my kid's room, or I'm painting a bathroom. And, they say you should really get a high sheen finish for your walls, because then you won't get anything, it'll be easy to wipe off. And so people buy, a gallon or two of this high sheen, high gloss paint. They come in and they paint it, and you've got imperfections all over the wall. And those high sheen paints just highlight every single nail pop, every single scratch in the wall, even so much as every single brush stroke. Like if you're doing the roller just a little too hard, it'll leave lines down the side of the rollers. And we go in to sell a house and we're like, oh, you painted it yourself, huh? And it really, unfortunately, makes a very bad impression on buyers when they can see every stroke. So this is a master bathroom. Just wanted to show you. We went through top to bottom. We cleaned it. We cleaned the bathrooms thoroughly. We cleaned the showers thoroughly. But for very little money, we painted, we carpeted, we did some landscaping outside, and we cleaned it. And you can really see your investment go tenfold. We listed this house, what was it, Judge, on a Thursday? We rented it out on Monday. We had multiple applications on it. We've got a terrific tenant taking it, 2-year lease, relocation from Charlotte. I mean, this is the truth behind, oh, you have rental property. That's what it is finding the diamond in the rough that needs some paint, needs some carpet, needs some landscape work. And it's a great home. We didn't make a killing. Like if we sold it today, we probably wouldn't make much money. But rental property is about the 5-year or the 10-year plan and creating that cash flow. So again, this is Steve Matthews, Justice Hager with the eSignature Home Team. We hope you have enjoyed this quick little demonstration of things that you can do to improve the saleability of your home. Have a great day.